Hey there, I'm Tony Nicopol. This is The Uplift. We got a great show for you, a great cast of characters as well. Among them, a pair of neighbors who show us how easy it is to brighten someone's day. Also, a group of dads who started a club based on parenting and friendship. Good reason for a club. And a judge talking about his favorite part of the job. What does he love so much about the bench? Is it the gavel? We'll tell you. Plus, we visit one of the greatest places in the world, according to Time magazine, part of a small business in Minnesota. All right. And David Begnaud has two heartwarming stories for us about the gift of song and the power of a joke. All of that and more heartwarming news. You know exactly what you're watching. The Uplift. Hey there, welcome to The Uplift, the show that lifts you up for at least the next 30 minutes, you and me as well. And we begin with a story about being neighborly, how a simple gesture from one neighbor to another can make a really big difference in people's lives. Here's someone you know, Steve Hartman.
Make no bones about it. Bill Pyle's front yard has bones all about it. But to him, the scariest thing out here is his mailbox, which every year curses him with hate mail.
This is a side of Halloween decorations I never knew existed. There are people that complain about them?
Yes, worshiping the devil, you're going to hell, you're glorifying death, yeah.
Which is why he was already thinking about scaling back the display when the last note arrived.
I stopped dead in my tracks in the driveway looking at that letter.
Tammy Wyhe wrote that note.
Yeah.
Tammy has breast cancer, and to get her daily radiation treatments, she had to travel this country road in Oxford, Ohio, right past Bill's house.
Given her situation, it's understandable how this diorama of death could be unsettling. But the tone of her letter was more humorous than sternum.
Tammy wrote, "The Bone family and what they are up to is a highlight of my journey." She went on to explain how her last day of cancer treatment was coming up and how grateful she was for this daily diversion. And when Bill read that,
Tears came to my eyes, really touched my heart.
and right then he knew what he had to do.
Another skeleton.
He worked through the night so that when that letter writer made her final trip past his house in the morning, this is what she saw. A whole skeleton crew cheering her on.
It was very touching to think that somebody would go to that effort for a stranger.
Former stranger.
Good seeing you again. We talk all the time now. You want to take a walk out and see these guys?
Yeah.
Bill says Tammy's letter and now friendship have completely negated all the hate mail, inspiring him to not only keep his display, but to grow it.
Things are going to stay up and they're going to stay active.
There's more letters to come.
There will be.
Good and bad.
Yeah.
Joining us now, Bill Pyles. Welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Have you stayed in touch with Tammy?
Yes, we talk. We still talk at least once a week.
I assume your decorations are back up?
Yes, they are. We've got a record number of skeletons out there this year.
Like world record?
I don't know if it's a world record, but it's definitely a record for my area. We have almost 70, and we change the display on a weekly basis. They stay up all year long now.
How's the mail?
About 45-1 of love it, don't stop it.
That's got to feel good.
It feels really good when the neighbors come over, you're starting to change things up, and they're in a panic that you're taking things down.
Really?
Yes.
Generally speaking, what can people do to be better neighbors?
First off, talk to your neighbors. New person moves in, introduce yourself to them. And be that neighbor that says, hey, if you ever need anything, give me a call, and be the guy that shows up when they make that call.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much. I really appreciate you giving us the time.
Thanks for having me on here.
Neighbors aren't friends or family, but they do look out for us all the same. And it's important to appreciate them, especially when they hand out those giant candy bars.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see you next time.
And don't forget to stay kind.
We introduce you now to someone who's been to 2,000 baseball games, more than that even, over 25 years. And he's not a player. Talking about the Bat Boy. Here's Lana Zach with his story.
In Des Moines, Iowa, one of baseball's brightest stars doesn't swing a bat, he carries them.
Does it feel good just even being out here right now?
Yeah, it feels great being out here.
For 25 years, 2,000 games, Craig McFarling has been the Iowa Cubs' bat boy.
My home away from home, one of them.
The team's general manager, Randy Wehofer, says McFarling is a crowd favorite.
And the joy and the smile that he brings just make him a character of the ballpark, and it gives the ballpark a little bit of character too.
The big leagues noticed too. As part of a temporary display, his jersey will be enshrined alongside legends like Babe Ruth at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown.
And I was like, are you serious? Are you serious?
You thought they were joking with you.
Yeah.
From birth, McFarling faced significant health issues that led to developmental delays. But after finding the right medication, McFarling set his sights on becoming a bat boy.
I just grabbed a little bit of mud.
Even when mudding the balls, McFarling makes America's game beautiful. Lana Zach, CBS News, Des Moines, Iowa.
Coming up, dads who get together to enjoy their kids' company and each other's company as well. Plus, a comeback story about a town that used to be a waste dump. Now it's a wonder. Let's go now to Atlanta, where a group of dads gets together every month to hang with the kids and with each other. Here's Donald Fountain from CBS News, Atlanta.
Everything's almost ready.
You need me to tighten it, buddy?
But for Avery Craw, now he's ready for some fun.
So much.
How much?
Like infinity.
Oh, wow.
Infinity fun.
That's because he's with his dad, Meyer Craw.
They probably enjoy it almost more than I do.
And he's not the only one. Isn't it surprising to see this many dads in one area with no mom in sight?
I spend time with her a lot, but it's good to know not have mom with us this time, so I get to run the show a little bit.
Come on, sit that out.
The Daddy Stroller Social Club makes this gathering happen every month. Taking their babies for a relaxing stroll through the park.
There's men actually looking for friendship.
Crow organized the Atlanta chapter, giving these #1 dads a place to connect.
Now that we've been able to have these spaces at least just once a month, you've been seeing other fathers and dads connect and talk in between the time. So it's been good, and I recognize that it's been a long time coming, but it's here.
Freedom. Say hi.
Free Mosley is one of those fathers. He takes a lot of pride in raising his daughter, Freedom.
I grew up without a father. I never had a father. I never met my father until I turned 39 years old. And now I got 5 beautiful children, so they just motivate me, you know what I mean, to be that dad that I always wanted.
Being a father is a privilege. But just like the rest of these dads,
just being around a bunch of men, like-minded men, man, that's out here, you know, changing the narrative and taking care of their kids.
It's an honor to watch these babies grow together.
There is a town in the great state of Kentucky called Horse Cave that used to be a waste dump. Used to be. Dave Malkoff went there recently and found a whole lot's changed.
The comeback story of Horse Cave, Kentucky begins far below its streets.
This is right under Main Street.
In this hidden river cave, for decades the place wasn't a wonder. It was a waste dump.
Everybody was sick of the smell.
Former Mayor Sandra Wilson remembers when the cave was part of the sewer system. And yet, surprising as it may seem, her desire to modernize the infrastructure here and clean up the cave was met with fierce resistance.
We had a lot of people who were wary of rising sewer prices. The goal was to create the sewer system to clean up the mess, period.
We smelled this horrible odor coming out of the cave entrance.
While the people in town fought over sewers, David Foster of the American Cave Conservation Association had a solution: convincing the people of Horse Cave to enact new sewer fees to pay for the cleanup.
It happened over 40 years. It wasn't an overnight success story.
Today, 10 miles of passageways are open to visitors. The most unique stretch is also the shakiest part.
The longest suspension bridge in the world inside a cave.
Building the stairs, the trails, the museum cost an additional $6 million, which came from donations. But the investment paid off. Last year, 30,000 visitors came to this town of just 3,000.
We draw people off the interstate that is very close by to come here, and everybody loves the tour.
Are we ready for a cave tour?
Yeah.
All right.
You drove up here?
Yeah.
From North Georgia?
Yeah.
Did you smell anything down there?
No, it was gorgeous. Everyone should come here.
Putting in a modern sewer system allowed the town to open up that cave, but it also allowed these modern factories to open. There are 3 of them around town, attracting nearly 3,000 new workers. What is one thing that you learned inside this cave that you could teach to other people around the country?
Oh gosh, I think it would be.
Watch your head.
Probably patience and determination.
Without those 2 virtues, the town's biggest stink never would have become its biggest treasure.
Coming up, we visit what Time Magazine calls one of the world's greatest places, a restaurant that's a love letter to the chef's parents. Hope they get it. Here's a story now about a judge in Dallas, Adam Schwartz, who loves his job, especially one particular perk. Talked with Janet Shamlian all about it.
This is the most incredible part of this job.
When couples come before Dallas Judge Adam Schwartz to say, I do, it's more than a legal ceremony.
You can kiss your bride.
With booming beats and billowing bubbles, it's a bona fide bash.
Why do you do it?
If I can lean into one of the best moments of somebody's life, maybe they will too.
Judge Schwartz keeps a stash of bubble guns behind the bench.
This is like the 7th or 8th bubble gun. I have like a whole bubble gun graveyard going on. We've just burned through all the motors.
After some 3,000 weddings, Judge Schwartz is internet famous. Brides and grooms posting proof justice can sparkle.
You can kiss the bride.
Newlyweds Chelsea and James happily caught off guard.
The verdict? Amazing. I loved it.
For a judge who spends his days signing eviction orders, it's a chance to celebrate something being built, not lost.
What does it do for you?
To be able to be part of 3,000 moments of vulnerability and truth and honesty, I don't know how you could ever replace that.
Because in this courtroom, love is the verdict, and joy is justice served.
Jamie Yukis recently visited one of the world's greatest places, according to Time Magazine. Not a spectacular attraction or historic site, a restaurant in Minneapolis.
Okay, chef. I never wanted to be a cook.
Never.
No. My whole life was trying to get out of it. Hands, please.
Even with a name that means iron skillet in his native tongue, Hmong.
Thank you, chef.
Yia Vang's dream was to cook up something bigger than he ever could in the kitchen.
We want to create a great atmosphere where people feel like they belong.
You want a community.
Absolutely.
Something Vang sought ever since he moved to America at age 4. The name of his award-winning restaurant, Vinai, goes back even further to this place, the Ban Vinai refugee camp in Thailand, where Vang was born. His parents met there, Hmong refugees forced to flee their homeland during the Vietnam War, but tied to the earth by their cuisine, cooked over an open fire.
All right, so the fat side's going on.
Yep. Bring it up a little bit.
Like Vang learned from family long before it was trendy. He calls his restaurant a love letter to his parents.
5 years ago, I literally wrote a letter to my parents. Never showed it to them because, we're Asian men. We keep our emotions ourselves.
Have you showed it to him yet?
No.
But he did show it to the designers of the restaurant.
They created this space, and all these little areas in here represents part of that letter.
There was a time, as a child in rural Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, that Vang felt embarrassed to be different.
I remember when I was a kid, I would go to bed and I would kind of cry and I would pray and I'd be like, can I wake up tomorrow with white parents? I want to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and stuff like that. I never wanted to cook Asian food in general, to be completely honest.
You wanted peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, I wanted my peanut butter and jelly.
You won't find peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the menu here at Vinai.
And then we have our cauliflower.
Where Vang blends his Hmong heritage and Midwestern upbringing to create innovative dishes that honor his family.
I truly know what my true north is.
What is it?
It's mom and dad. I don't know, it's kind of dorky, but it's like my dad You always say, don't be like me. But I've gotten everywhere I am in life because I want to be like him. To me, like, it only matters what they say.
How proud are you of your son?
It's hard to imagine, Vang's mother Pang told me, that something this big was possible. And Vang insists it wouldn't be possible without them.
Mom and them, they harvest all the chili
This is all from your mom's garden.
Yeah, and this is Mom's hot sauce.
For other authentic ingredients, Vang comes here to Hmong Village in St. Paul, the largest Hmong market in the country, where he's something of a celebrity.
At Hmong Village, we got these pea tenders, which I love pea tenders, right?
Vang pairs them with chicken.
That seems simple enough.
Absolutely. It's one of the most delicious dishes ever.
As I was about to find out.
So we have the chicken here.
I can use my hands.
Oh, that's my girl.
The spice and the garlic and the skin and the fat. Oh my gosh.
Here's what I tell people, because when people go, hey man, like we want to come to this Hmong place, but we're not, is it too exotic for us? I'm like, it's chicken, like vegetables, sauce. It's not too far out there.
And after such an adventurous journey, Vang finally feels right where he belongs.
Gracias, amiga.
Coming up, David Begnaud with not one but two stories. One's about a couple celebrating 66 years of marriage, which is a lot of years of marriage, and the gift of song as well. The other about a 9-year-old girl in Louisiana who raises money for charity, telling jokes. We close now with two stories from David Begnaud. One about the gift of song, the other about the gift of a joke.
Must have been cold. Jerome and Agnes Bourgeois of Houston, Texas, celebrated their 66th wedding anniversary as they have for nearly 2 decades, with Jerome giving Agnes the gift of song. You always walked a step behind. We have a little thing that we do on our anniversary. I'll try to sing through the Wind Beneath My Wings without falling apart. Back in 1959, Agnes married Jerome when he had only $90 to his name, and she supported him as he struggled through college to become a music teacher and a principal and eventually a school superintendent. Then, about 10 years ago, the roles reversed when a stroke led to Agnes, a former teacher, being diagnosed with vascular dementia. From her being the wind beneath my wings, I have become her provider and caregiver. When the things we planned. Though Agnes's memories fade, his serenade always seems to bring them back, even if just for a moment. Always, always. Then came another test, this time for 91-year-old Jerome. A diagnosis of vocal cord atrophy silenced the voice that had been his companion for years. It made me feel kind of lonely because I always had that voice as a partner. Determined, Jerome spent 7 months in therapy to bring that voice back. Just in time to sing to dear Agnes once more for their anniversary. And everything I'd like to be. And they've been singing ever since. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, my oh my, what a wonderful day. A love story that sounds like a love song. And I love Agnes. I love you, so it's okay. I want to tell you about a child doing good in the world. Every year in my home state of Louisiana, thousands of people flock to New Orleans for Jazz Fest. This year there was one special vendor right outside the festival who people told me about. So I drove to meet her and brought my family with me.
What did you call a dog magician?
What do you call a dog magician? I don't know.
A labracadabrador.
Perfect. He's a labradoodle, so it's perfect.
She is a 9-year-old joke teller named Nora Vaughn, and she's delivering punchlines with a purpose.
I was raising money for Rett syndrome because my sister has it, and I want her to be able to talk, walk stably, and use her hands.
Nora's big sister Susie was diagnosed with Rett syndrome at 3 years old. It's a neurodevelopmental disorder with no known cure.
It affects everything. We feed her, we bathe her, we take her to the toilet. She can walk a little, but you have to be around her to make sure that she's not gonna suddenly fall.
Even though the girls cannot communicate through words, their laughter together speaks volumes.
They're two little goofballs. She really makes Susie laugh like nobody else can, and it's such a comfort to her that Nora's end of the year accomplishments conference at school, one of the thank yous Nora gave was to Susie for letting her make her laugh. She was saying that making Susie laugh made her feel better, and she got joy from that.
To spread that joy, Nora set up her own joke stand in their front yard, complete with a QR code for donations to the Rett Syndrome Research Trust.
What did the mommy volcano say to the baby volcano?
I don't know.
I love you.
Oh.
Nora has raised nearly $1,000 for Rett research. A child reminding us all how simple it can be to do good. Keep telling those jokes for good, okay?
That is our show. I hope it brightened your day. I hope it lifted you up. If for some reason it didn't, go ahead and press play again. These streaming reruns, totally free. I'm gonna go find some good news.